Hey, I'm Jimmy Dillon. I want to show you a very special trick right now. I'm going to simplify one of the hardest things I've heard from beginners. A lot of people have a lot of trouble with the bar chords, and they look like this. You've seen it before. And the reason for that is you need a fair amount of strength to get your fingers to do what they want to do. So what I did was I figured out a method by open tuning the guitar to an open E, and it sounds like this. This is a way you can play up and down the neck. It shows you how to identify the chords, and I'll show you that in a minute. But first, I want to show you what I'm doing. So you got an open E, okay, that's a normal E on your low string, your 6th string. Then your A string goes up one full step to a B. And your D string goes up one full step to an E. And your G goes up a half step to G sharp. And your B stays the same, and your high E stays the same. Now if you've got a tuner at home, we can take it very slowly, and that's how you get the open E sound. Now here's where it gets really helpful and super easy for you. Just by taking your index finger, right? Most people can get their index finger all the way across. You can go from an E to an A to a B, like that. Before you know it, you're going and you're a blues man, right? So let me take it back to the very basics. One of the things I like about this, besides the ease of just laying one finger across like that, is I can go up the neck, and I'm going to do it right now, and identify the chords as we go. So this is obviously an E chord, right? That's our root note. And just as we go up the neck, this is an F. Some people call that the out chord. F sharp, G, G sharp, A, which is known as your 4 chord in the blues, B flat or A sharp, you're just traveling right up the neck, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, and all the way up octave E. Now here's where this comes in really handy if you're a beginner, and I know a lot of you guys are just starting out on guitar, and you need a way to have some fun without going through a lot of pain and suffering doing it. The guitar is as difficult instrument as it is, so anything I can do to make it easier and more simple for you, I'm going to show you. So, for instance, I'm just strumming a basic E chord here, right? We know if that's an E, this is an F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, and so forth. We just went over that. So, if you wanted to play, say, a simple rock and roll or blues progression, you can play an E like this, right? And then you go up to the 5th fret, and just lay your index finger across it. There's your 4 chord. And then if you go to the 7th fret, which is right here, there's your 5 chord. So what that means, if you're not used to numbers, a 1 chord would be your open E, and in a blues progression, your 4 chord would be your 2nd chord. And back to your 1 chord. And then if you want to do a turnaround, you go to your 7th fret, which is your B chord, which is a 5. And then A, which is your 4, back to E. So what does that all mean in terms of how you're doing a song? Well, if you have a hard time playing bar chords, most people can take their index finger and lay it across here and just make it happen, right? And later on I'm going to show you some little forms and little techniques that you can move around this. In fact, I'll show you at the end of this lesson. So let's just do a basic, okay? You got your open E, it already sounds good, right? Now we're going to go to an A, 5th, that's the 5th fret right here. You can even take your 2nd finger and help out. See how I stacked my fingers here? You can see. Sometimes you need that strength, and that's the problem with bar chords. They take a lot of strength, and it takes a lot of time to develop that strength. So, by using this, you can jam with your friends or whatever. Now I'm going to go to a B chord, which is the 7th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right here. You've heard that. And then to your 4 chord, which is the 5th fret, A, back to E. So now I'm going to strum, and I'm going to move around a little bit, and you'll understand how this works and where it could come in handy. So I'm going to yell out a chord, and I'm going to go to it, okay? So E, here's my E. Now I'm going to go to an A chord. You've heard that, it's a natural movement, right? Back to an E chord. go to the 5 chord, which is a B, 7th fret, A, 5th fret, B. So what that does is it kind of takes you off the hook from having to really try to muscle a bar chord. That's a really difficult thing to do. And until you get the strength, in a way this is like a training to strengthen your fingers so that eventually you will be able to do the bar chord. But until you can, this is a way around it. Now what I'm going to show you just going out, I'm going to give you a little example of what can be done with an E chord, with an open E chord. Really easy, you know, kind of free movement, and you'll recognize some of the stuff I'm doing. That's an example of something you can do until you get the strength to do bar chords. And I know it's really discouraging. People they quit around bar chords. It's really sad. So you're already getting the same sound you would get from a bar chord, because a bar chord would look like that, an E chord would look like that, an A would look like that, and a B would look like that. But because you're open tuned, you understand, you've basically made an E chord already, so you don't have to press your fingers down there. You've already got an E, you've already got an A, you've already got a B. And when I did that last little lesson at the end there, I showed you where you can go. And I'll show you these later in some of my further lessons, where you can do different forms of A, like that, like that. There's lots of ways to do it. And there's a way to do a B like that. It's kind of a folk blues thing. So I'll go deeper into this, but I just wanted to give you guys some tools to work with so that you don't get so discouraged about a bar chord just by doing a simple open E. Alright, thanks for coming.
My friend Jimmy has the coolest guitar lessons. Go to jimmydillon.com/free and get all your amazing gifts. He's the best. Roll! Rock and roll! Stay awesome and rock and roll!
Hey, thanks for watching the video. And you know what, it'd mean a lot to me if you'd hit the subscribe button above and then hit the bell notification for new videos when they come out.